Says we're live.
That's not what it says on my screen.
I see it.
No, I understand. I'm just saying that's not what it says on my screen, which is a bit disconcerting.
Oh, no.
It means I'm going a little slower. Okay, Steven, I'm going to pass the link to you in the chat.
Oh, gotcha. So that I can post on our wall.
Indeed.
And I can post it on our thing.
That makes sense.
Post. Chain of events.
All right.
I'm gonna find that.
We're going to do this, and then we're going to do that, and then we're going to do this, and then we're going to do that.
Right.
Thank you, everybody, for bearing with us.
Theater.
We stepped through all the problems much faster than we did last time.
music stopped. Okay, that's a good sign. Hi, everybody, and welcome to Zoom Shakespeare's collaboration with Pronoia Theater. My name is Rebecca Bernstein. I'm the founder director of Zoom Shakespeare. I'm very excited about this collaboration. Stephen Angel Hair Saltzman and Aaron Facili Garrett, that's a name that I'm starting with tonight, and hopefully it'll stick, it might not, have been generous enough to let me collaborate with them. And we're very excited about tonight, and we hope you enjoy. Where there's a will, there's a way. Enjoy the show.
And that is why you must support the arts. My arts. I know I've just come in from the country, and I'm very good, quite good, exceptionally swell. Come on, Will, you're a writer.
Knock, knock. Just kidding. We can't afford doors.
Panfilo, my strapping manservant, how go the preparations for tonight's presentation?
I mean, good enough. Yeah?
Excelsior! I need this to go well. We are low on patronage, and this is the last lord in the city to pitch to. Is he well comforted?
You know, I don't know.
What?
I've been in the kitchens.
Panfilo, I've been busying myself writing some genius work here, and I thought
That's what you call it.
I was trusting you to take care of the more banal elements, you know, the rehearsal, the invitations, the house management, the refreshments, the lighting, the procurement. Is that too much to ask?
Honestly, it is a bit.
The Lord is probably waiting outside. Go fetch him while I preen my Van Dyke.
Eesh.
You'll be okay.
Hello? Hello? Oh, there you are, Lord. Or are you the Lord I'm looking for?
What? Would you make me mad? Am I not Christopher Sly, old Sly son of Burton Heath, by birth a peddler, by education a card maker, by transmutation a bear herd, and now by present profession a tinker?
Talks fancy like a lord. Sorry for the wait. I can show you to the pig stable. I mean, the Black Box Theatre. It's real intimate.
For God's sake, a pot of small ale! Oh.
No concessions in the auditorium. It's very important for some reason. But
Must be non-profit. Wait, Lord? Lord? Am I a lord? And have I such a lady? or do I dream? Or have I dreamt till now? I do not sleep. I see, I hear, I speak. I smell sweet savors, and I feel soft things.
Yeah, I can see why we came to you last. You just sit here, and we'll start shortly.
Have you found him?
Yes. I mean, I think so. He smells like dung.
Oh, they all do. The Lord class, they just have money, not taste. It's a shame we live in such a divided society, but I want to be with the cool playwrights so much. I'm okay.
Okay.
He may smell of dung. He may reek of idiocy. He may yet be redolent of fierce inbreeding.
Our national pastime.
But from his mouth drips gold, and gold makes art. So let's begin. Huh?
You're the boss, Captain. Fair Lord.
Oh, once again, a smart of the pottest and part of the smallest ale.
Later, for now, we humbly present for your patronage consideration the works of William Leslie Shakespeare.
Hello. Yes, indeed. Always. We're all very patriotic here. Hello, honorable sir. I hope you will find our diversions well tonight.
Marry, I will.
Yes.
Let them play it. Is not a commandeer Christmas gambled or or a tumbling trick, or bear baiting?
I mean, none.
Oh,
Or all of the above, huh?
huh?
Yes. I mean, I have comedies, I have tragedies, plays that are terrible, but no one will admit it. I mean, all's fair for Shakespeare.
Now, Lord, you, of course, have been to the theatre before. Uh-huh. But Shakespeare is something else entirely. He's exciting, invigorating even. I bet you're thinking to yourself, players are out. Why should I invest?
And for normal, educated playwrights, that may be true. In fact, you may have heard that some people are overplays. You may have heard this sort of conversation before.
Forsooth, Edmund, working for a living. I never thought I'd see the day.
Hey, off the forsooths, man. You sound like a dolt. I'm excited to be making some money of my own again. I tell you, nothing has been better for the job market than the Black Plague. It's bringing in new industries.
Verily. Hey, having found £2 to rub together, what do you say to an evening entertainment? A turn down by the stocks?
Maybe not. I was there last week and they hardly ever get new prisoners. Besides, school's out and I doth not want to be around all those moppets pelting the adulterers. Zounds! Why do we not take in a play? I read Richard III is opening this weekend.
Red?
Yeah, let me read last week. Trying to be more literate, like thou art always saying. Richard III, how does that strike thee?
Truthfully, not well. I didn't see Richard II, so I think I'd be thoroughly lost.
They instruct a chorus member in a prologue at the beginning. That'll be fine.
Verily, friend, I'd rather exempt myself. I think I'm overplays these days.
Thomas, overplays? Shake that thought from thine head. Plays are so visceral.
Thou sayest that as though it were a benefit. And have thou noticed that all we're treated to is king plays? These days, we used to have romances. A time ago, we might have witnessed the odd passion or fairy comedy, but not anymore. Ever since that damn Henry V took off, all anyone wants to make is king plays, chasing after fads. I liked kings when I was a child. I don't need them now that I'm 27 and firmly middle-aged.
Richard III isn't like those other king plays. It is so much more serious. He has a hump and he's a schemer who revels in the mind. And get this, he's an evil king. Can you imagine the thrill?
So dark, so gritty. Blech. Just the same as everything else it is. It's all just an excuse to get a bunch of marble-mouthed muscle men to sword fight in front of you.
The fights are the best. They make you feel like they're right there in front of thee because they're right there in front of thee. They've got this metal sheet they shake. They'll swear it was thunder. Hand to God. Forgive the blasphemy.
Plays used to be about something. Words. Now they're mucking it all up with fighting. Such an appeal to the lowest common denominator. What was that trash we saw the other day? Real piece of rubbish. Hamlet. That's it. I mean, great bits for the first 4 hours. Talking, meditation on the nature of being, more talking. And then he has to go and screw it all up at the 11th hour with a sword fight with the bloke who's supposed to be in France. It makes no sense.
I loved that part.
And don't get me started on France. They've got so much money tied up in our entertainment that no one dares say a negative word about the bastards for fear it will not play across the channel. Henry V had that entire gratuitous scene in French. It's shameful.
Friend, it's been a hard day shoveling horse poop off the streets. And all I want to do is relax and enjoy a bit of fluff. I know a deformed prince using underhanded tactics to become king, only to realize that said techniques are only efficacious under cover of darkness, and thus he is doomed by his own ambition, is not high art. I know. But I just need to unwind a bit, and not everything needs to be so highbrow. Plus, he has a hope. Hilarious.
Richard III, so many sequels. And based on a true story, too, I bet. What happened to originality? Romeo and Juliet, Othello, Much Ado About Nothing, Hamlet, everything this Shakespeare has done is utterly derivative. Should not the public enjoy novelty and damn adaptations? There were 3 different versions of The Taming of the Shrew last year. His just one.
It's not the source of the idea, but the fun of the execution. I loved Taming of the Shrew. Bring me 20 a year. And those Greek plays that you're so enamored of, they're just the same. Adaptations of folk tales, each and every one, from the Eumenides to Antigone.
That's different. They're foreign. If it's from out of England and isn't French, then it's artsy and therefore immune to criticism.
And thou mistake thyself on Shakespeare's originality. He wrote one wholly new work, Love's Labour's Lost. Did thou see that when it was here?
Heavens, no, that looked uncomfortable. Too many new ideas.
See, thou art given the chance to see something new, and thou turn it away. Wherefore? Only due to the notion that thou wants something familiar and fun, and there's no cause to despise that. We work hard. Need we tax our brains every moment we have?
Well, I certainly could not see a play from a man who wouldn't cast a Moor in a Moor's part. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, please.
That's true. There are but few parts for Moors in the industry, and when Othello screams for one, they didn't even think to do it.
Well, maybe there were not any qualified Moors available.
Oh, I scoff, sir. I scoff. They couldn't find one fine Moorish actor in all of Britain. Preposterous. I assume I do not consort with any Moors personally, of course.
It's a missed opportunity, sure. But I declaim that I didn't see thou so in arms when the villain in Titus Andronicus had his face blackened instead of played a Moor.
Well, I'm much more aware than I used to be.
Verily. Next thing thou will be demanding women play the female roles.
Oh, perish the thought. That would be a lunacy.
I thought thou might be fine with that. Friend, it's been a long day. I am strained from this job, which doesn't fit my liking. The world's crazy. People are getting ill rapidly. Who knows if our autocrat is going to be deposed by rebelling factions, declare war out of nowhere, or just keel over and die unexpectedly. We've got social unrest, and we do work towards fixing the problems inherent in our system, but what's wrong with just a little mindless entertainment once in a while? Just an average, forget it tomorrow, action-oriented, sword-smashing king play. Something that makes you forget where thou art for one moment. Isn't that okay?
Fine. But we're sneaking apples under our doublets. I shan't play those inflated concession prices.
By all means.
Panfilo, why do you use my plays as the bad ones?
I mean, those are the names I knew.
Okay.
Writing these days, like Marlowe or Moliere. I mean, you gave me 20 minutes to write the sketch.
All right, well, I can write. You're supposed to be pumping me up.
Look, I think he was sleeping anyway.
Well, no.
Oh, boring Shakespeare! Boring Shakespeare! Boring Shakespeare! Oh, extra credit. Ah.
Look, please.
Right, now that does make me feel better. Hi, Lord, if you invest in me, we're not going to make plays like that, as wonderful as they are, we are going to present new plays, huh? Like this one from a saucy little number called Julius Caesar.
Sees who?
Well, you'll find out, won't you?
Oh, Caesar.
Our actors have been rehearsing night and day to bring this to you.
I mean, well, I wouldn't really say night, and I wouldn't say day either.
Well, crepuscular actors, is that what they are? I feel like.
No, you see, most of the actors walked out because you weren't paying them. So
Exposure. It's better than money.
Well, I could talk you up, around.
No, not for playwrights.
You
Not
can-
for playwrights. Exposure is good for actors, but money's good for playwrights, huh?
look, don't worry. I got one actor to stay, and I'm gonna do the other part. My mum's Italian, so I should be able to just comedian or
I don't. Okay, but you know the plot of the play a little bit, right, Julius Caesar?
I mean, it's ancient history, public knowledge, and if it's public knowledge, everyone knows it.
All right. I trust you, Panfilo.
All right.
So
it
which
over?
actor stayed? No, not quite. Not at all.
It was
which actor
short.
stayed?
I really didn't see the point of any of that just now.
Look, just sit back, Leslie. It's gonna be great. Presenting your
Leslie.
Julius Caesar with Liz Larson as Brutus
Leslie.
and Cassius played by a fun-loving person.
Let me tell you, Cassius, you yourself are much condemned to have an itching bomb, to sell and march your offices for gold to undeservers.
If I be condemned, then so be you, for we two are entangled through destiny.
The name of Cassius honors this corruption, and chastisement therefore hide his head.
The name of Cassius honors himself and none other above him. So say me.
Remember March? The Ides of March, remember? Did not
Aye.
great Julius bleed for justice' sake?
'Twas only 4 days ago, and I remember most well the Ides of March. You were late and did not bring the pomegranates as promised.
What villain touched his body that did stab and not for justice? What
There were
shall
40
one
of us touched his body. Not one, but 40.
What shall one of us that struck the foremost man of all this world, but for supporting robbers, shall we now contaminate our fingers with base bribes and sell the mighty space of our large honors for so much trash as may be grasped thus?
Nay, if one of us must be foregone, then let us do it in the way of our people, the ancient ways. Let us eeny, meeny, miny, mo. You be not.
Better be a dog and bay the moon than such a Roman.
You're barely Roman enough.
Go to. You are not Cassius.
You go too. I will remain in Rome.
I say you are not.
I may not be, but I will be. And once I am, I will remain. All I've got to do is cross this river.
Away, slight man.
Oh, so now we're like shaming people for being skinny. That's what's cool in ancient Rome, is it? I'll have you know, I have a growth disorder, so I'm not very muscular. All right? So there.
Hear me, for I will speak. Must I give way and room to you, rash caller? Shall I be frightened when a madman stares?
Likely, because you're a coward, which is why you want me to die for the sins you committed, Brutus. Where? I made a bad decision. I'm Brutus.
Fret till your proud heart break. Go show your slaves how choleric you are and make your bondsmen tremble. Must I budge? Must I observe you? Must I stand and crouch under your testy humor? By the gods. You shall
Testy
better.
humor. I'll see how it is. I'll tell you I have a growing disorder that makes me not muscular, and then you talk about my testy humor. You're making fun of me again for being a slight man.
By the gods! You shall digest the venom of your spleen, though it do split you. For
That
from this
venom
day
is
forth,
already in me can do me no more harm than it already does, and you know it.
from this day forth, I'll
Mhm.
use you for my mirth. Yea, for my laughter when you are
Nay.
waspish.
I shall offer you no mirth. I shall offer you no more laughter. We're not best friends anymore, and I'm taking off the bracelet.
You say you are a better soldier. Let it appear so.
I
Make
don't
your
say I'm a
vaunting
better
true.
soldier. Everybody else says it. I don't have to brag for myself. I don't have to go around telling people how good I am because everybody knows it. You're the gaudy little freakazoid who has to be like, oh, tee-hee, I'm Brutus. I feel a little bit bad and Caesar talked to me in his dying moment because I'm so damn special.
I shall be glad to learn of noblemen.
Yeah, I think you'd be glad to learn about just about anything. Can you even read?
If you did, I care not.
Well, I did read because I can read. I'm very educated.
Peace, peace.
And that you would go around illiterate just because someone who everybody else says is a better soldier than you can already read. Just really speaks to how weak you are. Or like in your inside parts. I may be a slight man on the outside, but you're thin in the inside where it counts. So take that, scrawny boy.
No.
Ah, hate when you just say no. When I go on tirade and you just say no. You're doing that.
For your life, you durst not.
Look, this is some real you're rubber and I'm glue shit, and I don't like it. Be insulted already.
You have done that you should be sorry for. There is no
Ah.
terror, Cassius, in your threats.
Fine. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have called you scrawny on the inside. Inasmuch as I might be mad at you now and I took off my bracelet. Brutus, I do want to be friends.
I am armed so strong in honesty that your words pass by me as the idle wind, which I respect not. I did send to you for certain sums of gold, which you denied me.
I mean, I'm broke. I am not a wealthy man. I'm a well-educated man, and I read a lot of books and scrolls. I'm real big into palimpsest, you know, that old paper that they made in Egypt out of papyrus. And so they would write on it and then they would erase it, but it wouldn't erase properly. And then they'd write on it again so you could read two books at the same time. That's a bargain.
I can raise no money by vile means. By heaven, I had rather coin my heart and draw my blood for drachmas than to wring from the hard hands of peasants their vile trash by any indirection.
Look, Brutus, I'm going to be real honest. Maybe if you didn't go around insulting all your friends, people would give you more money when you asked. Like, how many people are still your friend?
Panfilo, I don't know what to say. I know that when you first came to me, you said you wanted to be an actor, and I said I didn't think you were ready, and I was right, as I always am. You are not fit for the stage, and you're barely fit I mean, I don't want to insult you. I don't want to insult you. I know that you put us in a bad position by finding bad actors, but anyway,
For somebody not trying to insult someone, you sure did a bang-up job of it.
Well, I'm really great at a lot
Try to
of
write
things.
bad plays too, judging by things like that.
All right. No. What I want to say is I'm very good at insults. I'm a clever man. I'm a clever man, Padfield.
Yeah.
We're in the
You're the
middle of a bit.
cleverest boy, Bill Shakes.
Lord. Hi. Hope you don't take that as entirely indicative. of
Testy,
what-
man. Testy. I got it.
Oh,
Oh, yes.
Because he's a testes.
I know it.
Right. Well, that's if you enjoyed it.
Oh, I
more of the
hated
same,
it. But testes are funny
Then
words
it
to
wasn't
say.
me at all. But Lord, you may be asking yourself, who is this roguishly handsome, respectively Van Dyked man you see? before you?
Shakespeare.
Yes, that is the literal
Leslie
answer.
Shakespeare.
Also the literal answer, but we're really we're trying to get you down. The thing is, my faithful manservant over there has prepared a little biography to tell you who I really am. What the beating heart of Shakespeare is all about, eh?
Yeah, you're gonna like it. We call it Cheater.
Yeah.
O-O-T-H. Forsooth! 13 points. Verily, we have happened upon the hour for you to set your word, Bill.
Oh, yes, of course.
By Jove, Sam, I dare say we have him by the nape of the cliff.
Shut your damn mouth, Kura. I'm working on it, for God's sakes. Yeah, okay, I got it. Okay. S, right? W-A-G, G, E, and R. So what's that? 27.
Nay.
Yes, sure it is. Look, G is on the double letter. 27 points.
Well, Bill, I dare say what you have lain down does not resolve itself into a known word in the Queen's English.
Oh, don't be a Dick Johnson. Of course it's a word.
Swagger.
Yes.
No, that's stupid. No, it's swagger. Yeah, it's from Latin. Yeah, so there. Yeah, if this isn't a word, then my name isn't William Shakespeare.
I charge you, good sir, to use as a common man might.
Of course. Yeah, of course. Oh, I will. Yeah. What hempen homespuns have we swaggering here, so near the cradle of the fairy queen? Happy?
From one of yours?
Yeah. Yeah, it's called Midsummer Nights. Midsummer's Night. Midsummer Night's Dream. Yeah. No, it's got
We can.
It's got everything. Donkey men, bellows menders, and fairies everywhere.
Yeah, let's
So
just.
it's a real 4-quadrant.
Uh-huh.
You can't quote your own plays as proof of definition. But I shall rescind my challenge, for I am of a genial stock.
Well, he is a true kith and more kind than I, but I will remove the challenge too. I do not desire more
Brilliance.
whiny bitching.
Take your turn, Kura.
With aplomb. For my part, I choose to release from my hand 2 T's, 1 M, 1.
Oh, for God's sake, just play.
Fine, friend. Mutton. Points recorded.
Hey, you're that Shakespeare cat, right? Playwright, ain't you? Me too.
Why, yes, I am. Hey, Johnson, who's got 2 thumbs, abandoned his 3 children, and is a celebrity? This guy. Uh-huh. What's your name, fellow?
Kip Marlowe. And I've got to say, I don't know how to describe your work.
Finally, someone with taste in this bar.
Oh, yeah. I'm your utmost fan. I saw one of yours just the other day. What was it? Romeo and Juliet.
An instant classic, I think.
Yeah.
No, must be.
Yeah, man. Yeah, it was great. Only there was one thing. Just one small thing, really small, Billy. It's just I liked Romeo and Juliet, only better when Ovid wrote it 600 years ago, and it was called Pyramus and Thisbe.
My!
You listen here, you bearded git. Yeah, maybe I was inspired by Ovid, sure, but that's only taking the plot. It's not like something important, and then that story is public domain, so it's fine to, to reappropriate it. So you should think about that, before you come in here and say that something is. I came up with Mercutio all by myself. You don't see that coming from some Roman pervert, did you? No, you didn't, because I did it. I did. And how about the nurse's weaning speech, huh? All me, baby, pure Billy boy. Anyway, I don't see you coming up with anything.
The Jew of Malta.
Oh, shit, that is good. Still, it doesn't give you any right to... It's reimagining, that's what it is. It's a remake, yeah. Yeah, that's where the industry's going. I just made Pyramus and Thisbe the way it should have been done in the first place. So, you could just take your big beard and your Jews and you could just get the hell out. Stab you if I see you come in here again.
Capital fellow.
Shut up, Sam. He just doesn't understand me. This is the mind of a small child. He can't second my wit.
Of course he can't, Billy boy.
Shut up, Sam.
Pyramus and Thisbe by any other name would sell as well, eh, Bill?
Shut up, Sam.
Well, I've got some scraps on the life of Thomas More.
Shut your sniping mouth and play your blasted turns before I cut your throats, the lot of you! I mean, good jests, men, but why don't we continue with the entertainment? What?
Sure. Since I am first in points and in learning, why shouldn't I play my place itself? F-I-R-S-T first.
Humble as ever, Sam.
Oh.
Well, I will play F-I-R-S-T. Why, first. Any problems with that?
Of course not. Perfectly fine spelling.
Good.
No quarreling. Good. That is indeed a first. And so I shall mark it with F-U-R-S-T. First.
Good play, Kura.
Which brings the winds of action back to my corner, and I, having scoped out the field and scouring for the proper lexiconical sesquipedalian to sequence...
Sam, why don't you just speak like a goddamn person, just for once?
Here is my word.
Arse. Sticking to what you know, eh, Sam? Right, well, I'll see your ass, much like every other young man in England, and add on an ASS. So now we have a double arse, which I think we can agree is much more fitting, eh, Sam? But I'll continue with N-I-N-A-T-I-O-N.
And just what is an assassination?
It's what I'm going to do to you if you don't stop questioning every word I put down.
Oh,
Let's leave it at that, Sam. We don't want another, what's a word for a long, angry speech?
Tirade. Raid. Tirade. That's what it is. Yes, ma'am. Sir.
No. This is clear knavery.
My vocabulary is 25,000 words, Sam. Am I supposed to apologize if I know how to use it? I don't question your knowledge of syphilis, since it's your sole area of expertise.
Well,
Syphilis humor. Exactly what this night needs. Thank God we're not advancing the game or talking kindly to one another. No. Friendly male ribbing all around. Why, in that spirit, I have no trouble in telling you, Sam, for instance, that your only contribution to society is shitting on other people's hard work. And Bill, there's that snicker. Why, I bet you make that same wretched noise whenever you think up a new vagina pun for your female protagonists. I'm sorry, you don't have a female protagonist, female characters. I'm sorry, that isn't right either. Walking tirades against women when you come up with a witty new vagina pun for those walking tirades against women you do so love to write. Isn't this fun? Shall I continue with this lighthearted jesting, or can we return to the game?
I think I made my point. My turn again.
Don't play tirade.
Fine.
Oh, what the hell is an elbow?
It's this. Right there. Yeah. Everybody has one. Well, two, actually.
You can't be serious.
Actually, what is it, Sam? It's an elbow. Go ask a doctor.
I am a doctor.
I mean a real doctor, not some fruitcake doctor of letters.
Bill, you're a feculent grum tongue pad.
Oh, and you're a douchey twat.
That's beside the point.
Do you know every word in English, Johnson? Do you have some kind of magical book with all of them in there? Do you own a lectionary or a dictionary? No, you don't.
I'm going to write one, Bill, just so you can't pull this kind of crap
Shut
again.
down, both of you! I need one night to relax and unwind after a week of real writing. Not Sam's bullshit criticism or Bill's bubblegum pop plays. Sam, you've been writing your dictionary for 7 years, 7 god-awful years. And Bill, your plays, they're okay, but Moliere's got you beat. And while we're at it, Bill, you lackluster.
I don't believe that's a word.
Shut up! Don't come swaggering in with a smug expression on your face and say, bet you'll never guess how I kill every character this time. Is it with swords and poison, Bill? I bet it's with swords and poison. And by the way, having 2 sets of twins does not count as groundbreaking. It doubles the cliches, you one-trick hack. You guys want to be unappreciated and overworked? Try novel writing. That's hard. You can't say it's my interpretation. You can't hide behind actors. It's all words. So if I manage to escape for a night and relax without worrying about my constantly dying siblings, then I'm going to. And I'm not going to let wannabe Chaucer or Professor Boring stop me. I didn't steal a pair of trousers and put on a false mustache to listen to the two of you bitch and moan. I came to get drunk, play a game, and pretend to hit on a few barn maidens so no one questions my gender. I'm going to drop a piss, and by the time I get back, the 2 of you are going to stop acting like pussies and play the game.
So she is a woman.
Yeah. She stole the idea from my plays. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, elbows on a triple word score, so that's like 100 points, give or take.
Sounds fair.
Right.
I would never wear a black undershirt. That's all I'm going to say.
All
right. Panfilo, I can't help but feel like maybe there's some tension between you and I that I'm not aware of.
What do you mean, Leslie? I mean, there's nothing between us. I couldn't be cunning or nothing. I'm just a fool, an assistant. Just ain't nothing in there but rocks and hollow.
Yeah, it is a pretty rock-solid argument. I can't find a way around it. Oh, okay, so Lord, how are you feeling? Your wide eyes seem
He's
promising.
got a sword. Okay.
He does have a sword. That's a surprising turn of events. Oh, no, yes, okay. Well, the theater exists to invoke emotion, and if you are feeling something, then I suppose that is good. Yes.
Sweet death, are you upon me yet?
It's not. But what is upon you is another semi-improvised, half-written thing. This one from a play that's sure to be less produced than the others.
Okay, don't talk about it like that, please.
I mean, you want him to produce this one, I might as well tell him no one does.
Is there a song in it?
Yes, right at the end.
All right. Anyway.
I like it.
No further ado, I give you Dame Rebecca Bernstein in As You Like It with...
I said I like it.
Well, we're going to prove it.
All right, what's the play called?
As You Like It.
It's called As You... Yeah, that's it.
Why, cousin? Why, Rosalind? Keep it, have mercy, not a word. No word, cousin. No, thy words are too precious to be cast upon curse. Throw some of them at me.
I won't. They're my words. They're my secret words.
Blame me with reasons.
Oh, why should I ever lay you with reason when I am unreasonable?
But is all of this for your father?
No, you silly potato head. I am elated, for I am in love, my darling. My cousin, I am in love.
But they are but burrs, cousin.
What you may find a burr, I think of as a seed in the thistle. And while I have my thistle on my gown, he will cling to me, yet I will plant the seed.
Throw upon thee in holiday foolery.
Throw upon me. I need not these clothes, these duds be doffed.
If we walk not in the trodden paths, our very petticoats would catch them.
Yes, and let each burr snag my dress. I need not one seed, but many.
Yeah, hymn them away.
No, bring the seeds unto me. Let me go wild in the wood. Let my hair tangle and catch in the trees. I am not for court, my dear cousin. I am for the woods.
Come, wrestle with thy affections.
I will wrestle with anyone's affections.
Oh, a good wish upon you.
Thank you, and a good wish upon you, cousin. Whether it be one man's affection or many, I hope you wrestle to your content.
You will try in time.
Cousin, you think I shall wrestle with a lady? I tell you in truth, I would not resist.
In despite of a fall?
Oh, much like Julius, I have fallen onto my back. How helpless am I?
But turning these jests out of service, let us talk in good earnest.
Very well. I will talk in earnest, but in truth earnest and in solemn wit. I am in love, and not with but one man, but with the concept of men, and soon I shall be seduced by the sweet, sultry nature of women. I am sure of it.
It is possible.
So I have heard. Get thee to a nunnery. Don't mind if I do.
Let us talk in good earnest.
I am speaking in good earnest. You believest that I lie to you, but nay, cousin, I am Randy.
You should fall so into a strong liking for old Sir Roland's youngest son?
Aye, he and others, for them do my loins percolate.
Doth it therefore ensue that you should love his son dearly?
Why shouldn't I love Old Sir Roland's eldest son, youngest son, and the 5 sons between. Not at the same time, of course. Even that is too much for us, but one at a time, each in their own season. Doth not one season follow the other year after year? One spring is not the same as the last.
By this kind of chase, I should hate him.
Why should you hate whom I love?
For my father hated his father dearly.
Oh, well, then let your father not fuck his father, and you can fuck who you want.
Yet I hate not Orlando.
Yeah, I bet you don't. Cousin, art thou in love as well? I will forego Orlando if that is what you wish. I shall seduce every man in England save Orlando. Or Orlando shall be saved for you.
Why should I not? Does he not deserve well?
Yes, he deserves well, and you are the best any man could ask for, especially if said man wishes to have the whole of a woman and not just the whole of a woman. For I only offer one, and you offer all.
With his eyes full of anger?
At you? Why? Because you have played him like a fiddle. You have teased him with games of affection. Cousin, I have fallen. Perhaps 'tis time you too fall.
Oh, my poor Rosalind, whither wilt thou go?
With the wind. It blows merrily. And I too blow merrily.
Wilt thou change fathers?
Nay, I shall keep my father. Him I shall also not seduce. 'Tis not my way.
Oh, I will give thee mine. I will give thee mine.
With most humble gratitude, I accept your father. And you may have mine, should you like, instead of whomever it was you loved. How about that for an Italian?
Panfilo, I feel as though you're trying to make a mockery of the work of William Shakespeare. I am not that explicit. I'm clever. I'm clever. I'm a clever man. I'm a clever
How
man.
many
Panfilo.
points did I have? Oh, the wind blows merrily and I blow merrily too. That's his.
Oh, no, too clever by half. They'll riot in the sands. They'll throw tomatoes everywhere. Everywhere.
Anyway, do you want to make money or don't you?
Yeah, I want to make money. Of course, it's not how I talk anymore. Shakespeare, get the back the voice. There we go.
What we say,
Director.
cripplingly on the tongue, huh?
Yeah, well, we don't need to do this in front of the Lord. Just read the ad.
My lord, even though we're seeking your patronage, we did have to seek sponsorship for this evening. Pig stables don't come cheap. Now, I don't know about you, but in the Scrabble scene, when it turned out that dude was a woman, the whole time, whew, that blew my mind. And it taught me something about making assumptions, too. But how did we pull it off? Such a stunning feat of trickery. Well, with Naramco male disguise kit, of course. Yes, whether you want to act on stage, pretend to be your twin brother, or just be treated like a person for once, your wildest dreams can come true with Naramco male disguise kits. Here's how it works. Entrenched power understands its hold is precarious, so it pits less powerful groups against each other in order to create distractions. When you add this to some people's natural feelings of inadequacy, like Leslie Shakespeare, it creates an incentive to suppress people so that at least you know you're not them. Being physically weaker, women are especially ripe for this kind of oppression. And as we all know, with a queen on the throne, sexism can't possibly exist. Sorry, I was just talking about how society works, not the Naramco male disguise kit. How it works, mostly we just use spirit gum mustache and several layers of padded clothing to embrace those womanly curves and thus make you worthy of respect. We finish the transformation with a bracing shot of whiskey to give your voice that manly husk. The Naramco disguise kit for those who went to get to zero. And ladies, don't worry, if you order one, it'll show up on the monthly ledger as feather dusters. You'll never know.
A wonderful product. Yes,
Oh, yeah.
yes.
Intermission.
No intermission. There's no intermission in this
I've
particular
got to
show.
go. I've got to
I
go. I've
understand.
got to
Just
go.
hold
I've
it.
got to
It's
go.
just a little longer. Just a little longer.
gotta
I wrote.
go.
Hold on. I wrote a beautiful love story. Yes.
Okay, I went.
Right. Yes. I can tell. I can smell it. We were in a pigsty already, and somehow.
You what?
This is
You
worse.
what? All right, I'm ready for Act 2 then. Let's bring on the pigs.
I'm glad.
What'd you say? You
I
wrote what?
A beautiful love story.
Bah!
Now, okay, yes, but it has swords in it.
And poison?
Yes, and put fuck. Yes, it has. Okay, it's called Romeo and Juliet, and I workshopped it a little bit, and people thought the teenagers sounded a little flowery. Okay, so I asked for help from a co-writer. I don't want to hear it, Panfilo.
Was
not
it
right
me?
now.
I'm not the co-writer.
No, you're not the co-writer. You haven't demonstrated they have basic literacy, okay?
Remy, when was it? MC.
All right. See, when I make up words, I don't make up words. When I make up words, though, they have some basis in fact.
Oh.
Anyway, I asked for help from a co-writer. This co-writer, a man named Baz Luhrmann, came by, and I told him to get the hell out. I didn't need him. But then there was this guy named Tom Taggart, who said he was from New York in 1935. I don't know what that means, but I don't understand the scene he wrote anymore, so I assume that's a good way for what the teenagers are saying. So please enjoy If Shakespeare Were Writing Today.
Jeez. Ouch. That old police dog, old man Capulet's nearly got me. Jeez. My best 2250 suit, too. I just made a $5 down payment on. Now I wonder where Julie is.
Hey, Romeo! Romeo, where the heck are you?
Julie, is that you upstairs?
Yeah, how you Romeo thing?
Well, for Pete's sake, where you been? I've been waiting almost 20 minutes. Say, who do you think I am anyway? I don't let no dame stand me up, see?
Okay, keep your shirt on, Do you want the old man to hear you?
Ah, what if he does? Think I'm afraid of that sawed-off old sourpuss?
Hey, pipe down, will ya? You know, our family's been on speaking terms ever since election.
Yeah. Just because we went Democrat and you Republican, what's it to us? We ain't old enough to vote anyway.
Well, I know, but if they ever found out we were eloping, they'd sure make it tough for me. I wouldn't be surprised if my old lady even cut off my allowance.
Well, come on, step on it, girlfriend. You think I got all night? I gotta be down the office 9 a.m. sharp, even if we are eloping tonight. Tomorrow ain't no holiday for me.
My, ain't you the old go-getter, though?
Sure. Romeo Q. Montague, the best little sewer pipe salesman this side of the Windy City. That's what all the boys call me.
Romeo. How much do you love Romeo?
Can that love mush, will you, Julie? The old flivver's outside eating up gas by the minute. She wants to know how much I love her. If that ain't just like a woman.
Oh, Romeo, it's all a mistake. You don't love me anymore.
Hey, easy on the tear duct, will you? Sure, I love you. You know I've always been nuts about your kid.
Honest?
Sure. Only get a move on, will you? The way that bus of mine devouring the old petroleum. Holy Pete! I ain't no John D. Rocker feeler.
Before I come down off in this balcony, you gotta swear you love me.
Okay, I swear it.
What do you swear by?
What do you want me to swear by? I swear by the moon.
Any old schoolboy can swear by the moon. Swear by yourself.
Yeah, okay. I swear by myself. Now, will you please get a move on? Or I pick up one of these here rocks and crown you with it.
Well, I can't go looking like this.
Oh, now what?
I gotta put on a new face. I won't be a minute.
Nothing doing. Nix, that's out. I ain't gonna wait another split second. That's final. Don't forget, I ain't got all night.
Well, if you don't like it, I guess you just know what you can do.
Ah, gee. What did I want to go messing around with a dame like that for? I didn't know when I was well off.
Romeo Montague, if you say one more word, you know what I'll do? I'll marry that nice Paris Anderson boy that my folks want me to get hitched up with. That's what I'll do, smarty.
Now wait a minute, Julie. Wait a minute. Can't you take a joke?
Well, are you sorry?
Well, okay. This one time we'll compromise and say I'm sorry. But I warn you, don't let it happen again, see?
You're a right guy, kiddo.
Okay, I'm a right guy. Now beat it inside, slip on a coat of whitewash, and don't wake the neighbors. I'll be right here.
Won't be half a sec.
Hey, Julie! Where are ya? Julie!
Horse feathers.
What's up now?
That's my Aunt Minerva from Hoboken. The nosy old war horse, always smelling around in other people's business. Now I'm in for it proper.
You mean she won't let you out?
Not tonight, boyfriend. We'll have to try it again tomorrow.
How do you like that? Here I go and doll myself out in my best duds with the express purpose of taking you off to get hitched. And now you want to put it off till tomorrow. What a break!
So what? We'll middle it tomorrow instead. What's a day or two in our young lives?
Yeah, I guess Rome wasn't building a day, hey?
I'll take a run out powder for fair now.
Nope. Okay, kiddo.
See you tomorrow, huh, Toots?
What time?
Oh, I don't know. Give me a ring.
Okay. So long, hot stuff.
See you in my dreams.
I guess that's what the kids are into.
No, not really.
All right, well, I'll take it from Tom Taggart over you, Penfilo.
Take it from
Old
somebody
man.
who's probably sick with her, get poisoning. Writing like that, nobody talks like that.
Okay, Penfilo, obviously we need to have a chat after the show, but please, we just have another ad. Can you read that for us?
I can read it. I can read it twice as good as any actor you've got, but whatever.
All right. Well, I don't know. That Liz Larson was...
Do you want it read or not?
I do want it read, yes. I apologize.
All right. What a time to be alive. And now forward from our second sponsor. Think of all the bad things in London right now. The plague, an oppressive monarchy, horse feces piled up to your knee.
Yeah, you could say that again.
Feces piled up to your bum.
Yep.
Pretty scary, right? What if I told you there's a bigger thing to worry about than all of those combined? That's right. Bears. Bears are everywhere. And bears are every win. They're around the corner, under the bed, behind your children. Bears. Exactly, and you should be afraid of them. I'm sure we all remember the last time we were chased out of a room by a bear. Well, for me, it was just yesterday for the purposes of this ad. I was tickling my little niece when a great big bear popped out from her bassinet and chased me away. My niece, being a baby, wasn't so lucky. I should have bought Queen-approved bear repellent when I had the chance. One spray, and all your bear problems will be a thing of the past. And it's preventative too, so if you buy some and constantly spray it around you, you'll never have to fear bears again. It's the only way to be safe. So when you think about complaining about the government response to the plague, or rigid social institutions, or stagnating wages, what you need to do is think of the real enemy. Think of bears.
Bears. Bears are the secret villain in all of my plays, I'd like to think. And I'm happy to have my name associated with such a product. Haha, so we have one more sneak preview of an upcoming play of mine, and I happen to think it's my best play of all time. Two Noble Kinsmen. Trips off the tongue. Name just rolls right off. So take it away, actors.
Skinsman.
Yeah, about that. There are no more actors left.
But Panfilo, it's my finest work. Two Noble Kinsmen is what I'll be remembered for.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. Yes, we could do it, you and I.
Where are the actors?
I've got it memorized because it is like your one good play.
You want me to play for a play without any actors in it?
Well, no, you're paying to be the patron, so that we'll hire better actors and a better theater. Okay, here's the thing.
Well, how do I know what the play is if I don't see it?
We're gonna do the play. We're gonna do the play. We're gonna do the play.
You two.
I'm gonna do the play. I'm gonna play the hero, and he's gonna play the lesser hero, and we will begin.
You wrote the play.
Yes, I wrote the play.
And you're going to be in the play.
Oh, well, not strictly speaking in the actual full production of the play. Listen, let me just do it, and I think you will understand me, okay? Please? Just give me a... all right. He seems to have just be staring at me quietly right now. It's a little disconcerting. Well, so near Amelia. Me thou deemest to Thebes, and therein wretched, although free. But if thou knewest my mistress breathed on me, and that I eared her language, lived in her eye, oh, cuz what passion would enclose thee?
Traitor kinsman, thou shouldst perceive my passion if these things of imprisonment were off me.
Dear cousin Palamon.
Cousin Arcite, give me language such as thou hast showed me. Feet.
Not finding in the circuit of my breast any gross stuff to form me like your blazon holds me to this gentleness of answer. 'Tis your passion that thus mistakes.
Not in your breast, for your eyes see only the outside world, cuz.
The which to you being enemy cannot be my kind.
I am your kind. Though you be not kind to me, we are kith and kin.
Honor and honesty I cherish and depend on, howsoever you skip them in me.
I skip them well.
What was that, Lord?
Lord,
Well.
Get off the stage. Get off the stage. You. Go.
I want to play in this scene.
Yes, we've got him.
Go.
We've got him.
Your line. I want to
Yes,
go. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling breasts.
All right.
Talk about breasts more.
I'll maintain my proceedings. Pray be pleased to show in generous terms your griefs. Since
I shall show me thy griefs and my breasts, one after the other.
Since that your questions with your equal, who professes to clear his own way with the mind and sword of a true gentleman.
I have the breasts of a gentleman, and the mind of a whore, and the hand of a liege.
My cuz, you have been well advertised.
Oh, yes, and you're going to buy it, forsooth.
How much?
Oh, how much you got?
I dare. You've seen me use my sword.
Oh, I have. And I shall use my sword, and we shall cross swords.
Against advice.
Yeah, my mother said no, but I don't listen to her. I do what I want.
Fear.
Come again.
Fear.
You make
Sure
me
of
moist.
Sure. Of another, You would not hear me doubted, but your silence should break out, though it's in sanctuary.
Sanctuary it is, and thou art the priest that shall get me upon thy lap and give confession, assooth.
Kinsman, you might as well.
Couldn't hurt.
Speak this and act it in your glass. As to his...
Oh, my glass is ready to be acted upon.
As to his here, which now disdains you.
Go on.
Be content.
I am.
Again betake you to your hawthorn house.
Now? Okay.
With counsel of the night. I will be here. No, Lord, come back. Please
What?
come back. Please, no,
You
please
said
come
to
back.
go
The scene-
to my
No, I
Hawthorne
understand.
house.
It's in the scene. It's in the scene.
Oh.
Like, I don't think, like it.
I
Right.
shall go hither later if in the flash forwardeth seeneth,
I will be here
and I will be there.
with wholesome vivans.
Holes.
These impediments, while I file off, you shall have garments and perfumes to kill the smell of this prison.
Oh, good. And the smell of these pants. Remember, I had to go in that interval a minute ago. And, yes.
After,
After what? Maybe
when
before.
you shall stretch yourself and say, but Arcite, I am in plight. There shall be at your choice both sword and armor.
You had me at stretch myself.
Sweet Palamon.
Yo, sweet pal of mine, too.
You hear the horns.
I hear. I'm horny.
Enter you must.
Enter I shall, but I am a bit scaredeth.
Let this match between be crossed ere met. Give me your hand.
My
Farewell.
handeth.
I'll bring
Farewell.
you every needful thing. I pray you take comfort and be strong.
I'll try. I'll do the breath thing.
Plainly spoken. Lord, Lord, wake up.
Forsooth.
Yet,
Entereth.
yet, pardon me my language.
You're doing great.
When thank you. I appreciate it. When I spur my horse, I chide him not. Content and anger in me have but one face.
Yes. And a face it is that is a faced face, facing me. You're facing me with your face.
Hark, sir. They call.
What do they call?
The scattered to the banquet.
I've been called worse.
You must guess.
Sweetie Britches? Maybe? No?
I have an office there.
Oh, okay. Now we're talking.
I've a good title.
Tight is good.
I'm
Title?
persuaded this question.
Yes.
Sick betweens by bleeding must be cured. I am a suitor that to your sword you will bequeath this plea.
Operator?
Talk of it no more.
Thank God. I didn't know what the fuck that was. Oh, man.
Well,
sorry.
you were brilliant at it, Lord. Well, wasn't that thrilling to be on the stage? And wouldn't you like to give that feeling to others? Yes.
I've got to say, both literally and figuratively, he was not the shittiest actor I've seen take the stage, and I am surprised.
This is true, Lord. You're quite good. But please return to your seat. Please return to your seat.
I
Yes?
try to lower the bar as high as possible.
It shows.
Bravo. Bravo. Well, glad you were into it, huh? Well, Lord, that's our show for tonight, and it seems as though if that final scene is any indication that I might be crossing my palm with some sweet gold coins, eh? What do you think? Will you sponsor us? Lord?
What does sponsoring exactly entail? It's like a thumbs up, right? It's like a yay, like a review.
No. That's
Well,
for
now,
mothers.
art-
Mothers give you thumbs up, but they don't really understand your work, but they really like it.
From the Latin
sponsor.
pater, meaning to father. It's like giving us an allowance, really, like a daddy tax.
And
Like
then we name ourselves after you. We say we're Lord, whatever your names is, men. We just love to be a Lord's man.
I will give you 10% of my earnings for your little play, and maybe work a t-shirt thing out. I could get some residuals from that, but I'll give you
I suppose.
I'll give you a shilling or two, maybe. You maybe show me one more thing. I mean, I don't know. You know, your stories are clever. Yes,
Thank you.
But they are enthralling. Are they? Do they gin up the spirit, or are they just verbal masturbation? You know, I don't feel moved. I'm more sober now. Plays kind of sober you up, and most of us, they sober up. And I think an audience, without being told that they should love it, you know, they might find you, it's that French word, tedious?
Tedious? I cut everything down to the bone. It's only 5 acts.
Yes, but I mean, theater is an ancient art, and there's a semiotic kind of, you know, Orwellian distancing to it. So I'm not sure that this is the direction the theater is moving.
All right. Hold on. We do have one more thing we can show you.
But to Panfila, we don't. We
do, and we've rehearsed it. So,
okay.
One more thing, Lord. A real piece of modern theatre, just the way you like it. They're going to be eating it up in Kent. We called it reality theatre, dreamed up by Kylie Cooney.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, so, you know, that mad author, Kylie Cooney, developed this piece. Everyone sit down and watch this reality theatre piece called The Bard and the Bachelor.
Reality theatre.
So, how are you doing with all of this?
I still can't believe this is happening. Like, it's me. I'm the Bachelor. I'm very hopeful that my future wife is here tonight.
I know, this is so crazy. This could be the start of our forever.
Joshua! Joshua! Wherefore art thou, Joshua?
Oh. Hi, Juliet. Over here.
Okay, well, come find me inside later.
Hi. How's your night going?
Thou knowest the mask of night is on my face, else would a maiden's blush bepaint my cheek.
Okay, I'm sorry. She's sweet. But there is no way he gives Juliet a rose. He is looking for a woman, not a girl. She hasn't even been to prom. I was prom queen 2 years ago. She has a lot to learn.
So, tell me about yourself.
Confess I must to thee that my age is young. I have not seen the changes of 14 years.
Wow. 14. I guess as a 36-year-old who's ready to get married, my only question, are you ready for that kind of commitment?
Sorry, can I steal him for a sec? This feels so right.
Yeah. This is nice.
Hey, can I have a few more minutes? I just sat down.
Time is but a fickle flame that burns out, lest we have the chance to take our turn.
Are you serious? All I'm asking for is 5 minutes.
Sorry, Lauren B. I'll find you later, okay?
Okay, bye. Lady Macbeth is definitely not here for the right reasons. Did you see how rude she was? She's just trying to stir up drama.
Friendship is for fools, and a fool not I. Before the sun shall rise, a rose is mine. I will use my charms to ensnare his heart, and those who dare stop me, I'll tear apart. A bug. Oh, it's huge.
I've known thy heart but for a single beat, yet time is nigh to share my darkest hour.
It's okay. I want you to open up and be vulnerable with me.
His bride I once was called by my groom's lips, until our family's feud doth set upon the same sweetless drop of poison God. Our world where love has death marked from the start. Two crossed lovers whom death lived apart.
Wow. I'm so sorry to hear your husband died from poison. It was because your family hated him. Thank you for sharing.
My bounty is as boundless as the sea. My love is deep. The more I give to thee, the more I have for both are infinite.
Look, I obviously don't want to take the focus away from you and I, but I just want to make sure you know the real Lady Macbeth. The way she acts around you is completely different than how she acts around us in the house.
What do you mean?
She doesn't get along with any of us. And we don't think she's taking this journey seriously. She's not here for the right reasons. Something wicked this way comes.
I know not what cruel lies this witch doth tell. Cast her away, so that I may speak the truth.
Sorry, babe. Can we have a minute?
I have but reason for my stay here, to find a love with you so sweet and true, to pledge my heart to your eternal flame, while others plot their climb to untoward fame. Out, damn spot, out I say.
Hey, it's okay. It's okay. You can barely see it. Thank you for opening up to me. I know it's not always easy to be in the house, but I'm glad you're here.
The air is thick with betrayal from thee.
Wait, who are you?
The Thane of Fife had a wife. Where is she now? What? Will my hands never be clean?
Macbeth, the rightful king of great Scotland.
Wait a minute. Lady Macbeth, are you with this guy?
I throw my warlike shield. Lay on, Joshua, and damned be him that first cries, hold, enough!
Whoa, buddy! Can we talk? No!
No, happy dagger. This is thy sheep. Their rust, and let me die. said this is crap. They promised me at least 5 episodes.
To make it to the end.
How am I supposed to grow my puppy styling business?
They better cast us in Bachelor in Paradise.
You are so right. They need at least 3 Laurens.
Thank you, everybody, for joining us for the Zoom Shakespeare Pro Neue Theater collaboration on Where There's a Will, There's a Play. The Bard and the Bachelor was written by Kylie Cooney. If Shakespeare Were Writing Today was written by Tom Taggart in 1935. Cheater and Overplays were written by Aaron Garrett, and the rest of the play was written by Aaron Garrett and Stephen Saltzman. The cast in no particular order of appearance were Alex Goldfinch, Stephen Saltzman, Jonathan Gonzalez, Karen Folder, Alice Rhodes, Liz Larson, Lindsay Steele, Ben Christie, also Rebecca Christie, Rebecca Bernstein, Helen Rios, Megan Avocado, Terrence Simon, Chris Keller, Roderick Ost, and Jeff Dorman. Believe I got to everybody. If not, please feel free to yell at me online. We hope that you've enjoyed this production. You can see, I believe, Zoom Shakespeare most Fridays and Saturdays. They have a Facebook page. You can see Pro Neue Theater live every Thursday, and we will be doing several fun shows there. You can find ways to support either of those companies on their personal pages. This show is directed by Rebecca Bernstein and Aaron Garrett, and we hope that you have a fantastic evening. Goodbye. But now it's my turn to figure out how to stop going live.